everybody, it's Rupal here, and welcome back for today's video. Now, those of you who are subscribers to our newsletter or who I've had the pleasure of meeting in person, either at a networking event or a property-related event or an entrepreneurship-related event, we've been in touch, and I always ask people to give me ideas and recommendations for videos or topics that they'd like me to cover in videos or blog articles or in my newsletter. You'd be amazed at how few people actually take me up on this. So first of all, before I get stuck into today's content, I just wanted to put a little plug out there that for any of you who are interested in specific topics related to property, please go to our website, www.blueinfinityproperty.com, and use the contact form to send me topics that you'd love for me to cover. There's no topic that is too big or too small. And of course, I will respond to all of you personally and then schedule in the topics that you would like to hear more about into these subsequent videos. And if you want, I can even give you a shout out. So today's topic, and actually the topic that I'll be covering in a few videos because it's pretty big and can't just be covered in one video, is a topic, that Monica asked me to discuss, which is how do you find good deals among all of the potential deals out there? Now, as I said, this is a huge question, which I would need more than one video to cover. So I'm going to break it down into a few steps. And the first step in deciding what is a good deal and eliminating the others that aren't good deals is to get very, very, very clear on what your specific targets are. Now, most people don't actually spend the time to do this. And in a lot of the one-on-one work that I do with my coaching clients, we spend a good amount of time working through specific targets and financial targets that they have, because not everybody has the same targets. So spend a couple of hours, if that's how long it'll take, or as much time as you need to sit down and think, okay, well, what is my financial target? Why am I getting started in investing in property? It might be that you just want a little bit of extra income on the side. And that's great. And there's a number that you're trying to reach, and that's what you want to do with your property investing. You might want to totally replace your income. So you already know that, your current income is X, and that's what you need to replace. So that will be your target. You might just want something as an alternative to your pension pot. So a lot of people, for example, a lot of London investors, and I won't comment on whether or not they think this is a good idea, but will sort of take the hit by investing in really expensive areas most of London is pretty expensive, because they're guaranteed, or they're banking on, literally and figuratively, the capital appreciation to cover any potential losses they might have in the interim, and for that to be a really good alternative way of investing their money instead of putting into a pension. So I can't tell you what is right for you, only you know what your targets are. You might just want to make a little bit more money than you made last year. What is that number? You might want to replace your income. What is that number? You might just want to cover all of your living expenses so that you then have options to either stay at your job, work fewer hours at your job, or leave it entirely with the safety net of knowing that you won't be starving or all of a sudden not be able to afford to feed, shelter, and clothe yourself and any loved ones. So you need to sit down and decide what is it that you are looking for by investing in property, and what is the number, at least for the interim. This number can change and evolve and grow into the future. But right now, as of today, what is that number? It might be 500 pounds. It might be 5,000 pounds. Again, no one can tell you what that is. You get to decide based on your goals, your targets, your needs, and your sort of vision for your life and your lifestyle, what that number is going to be that property investing will get you closer to. So, step one in sussing out what makes a good deal versus a bad deal is figure out what your overarching number target is for what you want to, what profit you want to make from your property investing. I'll leave you to think on that for as long as you need to. Don't rush through this because this is sort of a step-by-step process, and if you get the foundations right, everything else becomes that much easier. It will make your decision-making process so much easier. And just to give you a quick example, if it will help, when we were starting our property business, our first target was to replace my income. Now, I don't know if that's a target for most people, but that was our target. So we had a very concrete number that we were working towards. We wanted to replace my income. It can be that simple. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't overthink it. Sit down, figure out what the number is for you, and then in the next video, I'll tell you what to do once you've got that number in mind, and literally write it down. Because anything that you don't write down will sometimes has a way of just disappearing or being forgotten or becoming less important. So step one in figuring out what is a good deal versus what is a not good deal among all of the potential deals available out there is figuring out what is your profit target for the year ahead, or increase in income target for the year ahead. I'll leave you with it, and I will look forward to speaking to you next time for video 2 in the series about how to figure out what is a good deal. And thank you again to Monica for suggesting this topic, and I hope to hear from more of you with other topics that you'd like me to cover in following videos. So I'll speak to you soon and talk to you in video 2 in the series. Thanks.